From the outside looking in, Matthew Sky had a dream life. He was a young, handsome, highly recruited prospect coming out of high school, where he first committed to play college football as a cornerback for Rice. He ended his career at the top of his game, winning a national championship, the star player for LSU, and getting drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs. People would do anything to be Matthew Sky, but that's only what you could see from the outside. You see, deep down, Matthew Sky knew that he was eventually going to have to face the music. See, Matthew Sky was such a prolific player, he didn't want to ruin his drip with a cup. Who does that? But after so many years of professional football, Matthew Sky took many hits to the groin area. So when Matthew Sky and his beautiful wife, she signed an NDA, she doesn't want to be named, sat down to have a child, they came to an incredibly heartbreaking conclusion. Matthew Sky is infertile. They tried everything. They threw so much money at procedure after procedure, but Matthew Sky couldn't have a kid. Now, let's not forget who Matthew Sky's father is, legendary YouTuber MMG, who clapped Venus Sky's cheeks and carried on the legacy. Matthew Sky yearned for a child. It just couldn't be a child of his own genetics. And that very same month, somewhere in Ethiopia, a child was born. Matthew Sky and his wife eventually concluded that they needed to adopt a child, and that Ethiopian baby would soon be theirs. They would love it the same, if not more, than their own birth child. But one day he'd have to say, "Mom, Dad, why don't I look anything like you?" This is the career of five-star running back Matthew Sky II. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I streamed the entire career of a two-star underdog running back, and that was a grind, but it was incredibly satisfying. Matthew Sky II is cut from a different cloth, though. We're gonna start out as a five-star prospect. We're going for running back, and when I built my last running back, I was a power back, which was really fun, but my speed maxed out at like 89. Receiving halfback would be interesting, but I think the clear best option is elusive back. You can max out quickness, you can max out hands and elusiveness. I'm looking to get 99 speed, 99 juke, platinum tier sidestep, platinum tier shifty. I'm gonna be the second coming of Reggie Bush, the second coming of OJ Simpson. Matthew Sky II, number 3, of course, always. A home state of Grand Rapids, Michigan. They wouldn't let me put a city in Ethiopia. Sorry. And you can still see some of Matthew Sky's genetics, even though that makes no literal sense here. Frankly, if you're here for literal sense, you've stumbled across the wrong video. So we're an elusive back. My starting build is 5'10", 215 pounds. It is realistic to assume I would put on weight throughout college, so this may change, but I'm gonna keep it right here for now. Remember, we're only a freshman, so we're not going crazy on the drip, not changing up my hair, not doing face marks. We gotta earn those. It's time to start our career. We get an additional mental ability because I'm a 5-star. I'm gonna take the natural. Improved ability to resist weather impacts. Weather has a big impact on running backs. Cutting, catching the football, fumbling. I think that's a good place to start. And here you can see Matthew Sky in all his glory. The abilities we're able to get are shifty, sidestep, takeoff, 360, and recoup. All of those are awesome abilities. I'd love to get them to platinum tier, and we're a 5-star, so it's not out of the question. Donna, we meet again. Honestly, I want to compete for a national title every single season, something I've never done before. I want to play in a prestigious conference right out the gates, and I'd like to play for a well-known head coach. I want to play for a star team. That being said, I think most star teams do have a really good starting running back. Oh my God. I could go to Nebraska. It's claiming I'm a starter, but that sophomore Johnson is gonna progress and probably be a higher overall than me. The senior is gonna graduate. Nebraska was Matthew Sky's like arch rival team too. I don't know if I could go to my dad's rival. If I had gone to the University of Michigan, my dad would have been pissed at me. That's probably not true. I would certainly be a starter at Illinois. Wait a minute, take a look at this. The Kentucky Wildcats. So we'd have to go compete in the SEC, which can be tough, but their senior's an 81. He's gonna graduate. And the freshman behind me is a 69. Now, transfer portal could get us in trouble, but I really like this option. Matthew Sky is taking his 5-star talents to the Kentucky Wildcats. Let's go. Now, it says I'm halfback too. At least in the top right, it says that, but remember, when you sign to a team, it's still the preseason. So once I advance here, this will actually tell us our slot in the depth chart, I'm still halfback 2. The offensive coordinator wanted to give me some information before I start my first season. I'm gonna give him a confident answer, show that I'm ready to play, but I am halfback 2. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm super pissed off about that. Frankly, redshirting your first year is a very good idea, but even so, I could still fight for this spot. I'm only a freshman. Let's take a look at Kentucky's roster. The best player, Deion Walker, with a ridiculous amount of abilities. 6'6", 350 pounds, and he's a 93 overall. So I'd love to have him on the squad. The quarterback that I will definitely be bitching at this entire season is Brock Vandegrift, redshirt junior out of Georgia. He's an 80 overall. Brock, I need you to make some good reads, buddy. Now at halfback, why am I not the starter? Looks like Matthew Sky and Sumo. Jesus, that's a hell of a name. I'm not even gonna try. So the transfer portal got me good. Kentucky signs Diamante Trayanum, a power back with a lot of abilities who's an 81 overall. I'm gonna have to earn coach's trust if I want to get reps this season, or we redshirt at Kentucky. Let's see how we look in the Kentucky uniforms. Oh, those are actually so sick. That looks awesome. I love that uniform. I gotta say though, I put like all my white players' features on my Ethiopian character. Something about it doesn't look right. I don't know how to describe it, dude. Can you really blame me though? Now let's take a look at our stats out the gates. We're a 5-star, which is awesome. So we start with 92 agility, 90 change direction, 89 juke, 82 spin move, and 79 break tackle. It's actually really good. Hands are good enough. I really don't need to upgrade this. With 70 catching, I'm gonna catch most footballs. I'm not gonna moss anybody, but I'm also 5'10", so I'm not really trying to. IQ is really only important for ball carrier vision. Helps you prevent fumbles, but it's already 86, which is good. Route running also doesn't matter too much. So really, it's just power and quickness that are important for us here. We start with 92 speed and 93 acceleration, which is crazy fast. This is faster than I ever got when I maxed out my power back, and I'm starting with it. Now, granted, power is a very important stat, and I can only put 2 points into it, meaning my stiff arm, trucking, jumping aren't gonna go that high, which is actually really sad. I love hurdling. Hopefully my jumping can get up to at least 90. Quickness though, if I put all my points into this, I'm gonna be 99 speed and 99 excel. As for physical abilities, we could already grab sidestep, 360, or recoup, but right now I gotta see how much coach trusts me. Let's go practice with Wildcats and see where I rank on this depth chart. Rushing attack, there's Matthew Sky the second. Dude, Kentucky's jerseys are dope. I really like this team. I gotta like unteach myself how to run the football though, because for so many games, I was stiff arming and trucking, but now I'm gonna do a little bit more of that right there. Spin and juke, it's so weird. Yoink. Oh, clearly I'm rusty. And with this final run, we get our first gold as a Kentucky Wildcat. Plus 500 to coach trust. Let's see where that puts us in the pecking order here. I'm at 500 coach trust, and the starter halfback 1 is at 1600. We can easily get reps on this team as a starter. It's gonna take a few weeks though. Now, normally I just redshirt here, but remember, you can actually redshirt any season. So if I play out this season and realize I'm underdeveloped, I need to redshirt, I could go play for Bama next year, not get a single rep, and still redshirt. So my goal now is to get on the field at Kentucky. Haha, he knows. Dude, Diamante knows. Welcome to the halfback room. It's a good group. Just don't think you're gonna take my job, buddy. I'm gonna take your job. I'm gonna take your girl. I'm gonna take your virginity. I've got my first NIL offer. I'm gonna be honest. I've never consistently played at huge programs, but I've heard you can get some crazy boosts like speed, acceleration permanently to your player if you get good enough NIL deals. So I'm actually gonna try really hard this road to glory to earn one of those. And after an 0-3 start for the Wildcats, coach is ready to go back to the drawing board and reassess the offense. There's a halfback 1 position battle against Diamante, and we're only 3 weeks into this season. I'm gonna get some very serious reps if I can win this battle here. Delaney says there's a party off campus. Wanna go? Only thing is it's during your night class. Why does Delaney know my whole schedule? And how come the only black girl at this school is going for the only black guy? God, it's 2025. Delaney, I'm going to the party with her though. I mean, shit, come on. You think I'm gonna turn down some opportunity for some puss? In front of the Huzz too, that's crazy. 26, by the way. Your brand has received a small bump, and I've gained 250 followers. Imagine getting 250 Instagram followers because you attended a party. It's time to earn that starting spot. Literally one of my least favorite. It's a horrible start. Bro, I hate this drill. You'll like bounce off these things and get a speed boost. Oh my God, am I gonna lose this drill? All I need is this plus 200 and I win it. Oh, thank you. What if I actually lost the position battle? I don't think I've ever lost it. What is this drill? I did not even know this one. 5, 4, 3. Whoa. 2, 1. And we go get a tutty. Can I go over? I'm a genius, bro. You can go right over the top. Can't believe I never thought of that before. All right, good. Go. Read your blocks. Right over the top. Or wait, am I not getting points for the touchdown when I do that? Wait, am I screwing myself over? Dude, I can't tell if I'm a genius or I'm so stupid. Wait, let me go actually get a touchdown. Help. 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 Send help right now. I have to lock in so hard on this drill now. Gotta lock in, gotta lock in, gotta lock in. No, I was totally right to jump over the top. Either way, I barely got that. Backfield survival, one of my favorite drills. It helps a lot to know where they pop up next. Grab our stamina. Oh my God, can I help you? You have no business moving that fast, large human. Absolutely no business. Nice. You know what? I want gold just because I want it, you know? Good! That was perfect. Can I get this? Can I get this? No, stop fucking bouncing around, bro. But he's hauling. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Matthew Sky II may have earned the starting spot, but Kentucky has been off to a really rough start. The Wildcats have not won a game, 0-3 headed into week 4. But there is a saving grace. Matthew Sky's first start will be against the Ohio Bobcats, one of the easiest teams Kentucky plays all season. Next week, we have Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, and we end the season with Texas and Louisville. So to play Ohio first is amazing for the trajectory of my career. I could go bonkers in my first game. I've only got 1 energy to spend this week, so I'll study up. And I want to view this roster one final time. How does my fullback look? We don't have one. Okay. Our left tackle, super solid, 86 overall. Our left guard is injured, meaning our actual starter is a 72. That's not good. Our center is incredible, Eli Cox. Our right guard's at 80. And our right tackle's a 75, so there's a few holes on the O-line, but nothing detrimental. And with 7 skill points, I want us to be ready for our first game. My first 2 upgrades are gonna be sidestep bronze tier and 360 bronze tier. My juke and spins should be more potent now, and hopefully that pays off in our first ever game against the Ohio Bobcats. This could be the greatest start to a career. And hopefully this is the turning point for the Kentucky Wildcats. I want to play in at least a bowl game. Maybe the SEC championship is already out of reach. I don't know. We've got the blue and whites, the all whites with a little blue. Alternates are, oh, those are sick. Those are nasty too. Oh, this is going to be a great season, boys. I'm going to go home option 2 for the Wildcats. Big overall advantage. Let's see how this Kentucky playbook works. Matthew Sky II's first ever carry is about to come up here. We start with the football. I have absolutely no drip, but listen, I'm a freshman, okay? I'm going to earn it. So just hold your horses. 5'10", 215, running left side. And I'm going to loose it back, not a power back. Maybe I should have got vertical. That's not the greatest first carry of all time. But we got time. We're going to be all right. I'm going to switch this to halfback power-o on 2nd and 8. Tight end's going to motion and then lead block for me. Let's see how it moves this defense. Let's get vertical. Get behind your blocks. Get vertical. A big stiff arm. Now that's the kind of runs we need. My goal for freshman season, I want to average more than 4.4 yards per carry. That's my goal. I don't know if that's super lofty or super stupid, but I got to give it a go. And if I get vertical there, that's a significantly better run. After 3 carries, I'm getting pulled. Now, one thing to keep in mind on Kentucky, there's like 3 running backs with virtually the same overall right now. We're all 80 overalls, and we're very close in coach trust. So I'm not that shocked that I'm not going to be like a bell cow infinite running back. I'm definitely going to get subbed out a few times here. I'm going to flip sides on this play. 1st and 10. Another motion out of the tight end. Looks like Kentucky really likes that. And we don't get a soul blocked. 2nd and 10, let's pass here. I've just got a little delayed leak out route here. And I'm actually quite open, but so is my wide receiver. Great first down, Kentucky. We got to win this game. I'm just going to run slants here. I'm going to be a good running back, and I'm going to block for Brock Vandegrift. Brock, I got you. Great blocking. Matthew Sky. This Kentucky playbook is weird, I'm not gonna lie. Now, trust me when I say I have a lot of reps playing Road to Glory running back. And the best runs by far are inside zones against 3 down lineman sets and halfback stretches against virtually everything. Ohio is pretty consistently a 4 down lineman set. So for me to have really good runs, I gotta get out to the edge. Wide zone right here is a perfect play for us. That's one of our audibles on Kentucky. So that's really good news. Let's go make the most out of it. And can I prove us right now? Damn. If I hit that juke, I have daylight. We're just not good enough yet as a freshman. Although I really like this set they're in right here. If I can get to the second level, this is a first down. 3rd and 6, let's get there. Great blocks. Look at that. Juke left. Oh, I can't juke anybody yet. I don't have the stats for it yet, but that's all right. That is all right. 1st and 10. That was a great pickup. We'll go play action here, and I got a block. What a block. What a block. I made that play. No, Key, you didn't do shit. You all need to come over to me and celebrate with me. That was entirely me. 1st and goal. Matthew Sky II's first ever touchdown in college football. Big hurdle. Oh! Oh! Talk to me. Can we see that again? Matthew Sky's first ever touchdown is a hurdle. I did that shit on 86 jumping. Imagine what we're going to do when we get that up. Oh, what a beautiful start. 1st and 10. Right back to Matthew Sky II, who shrugs a tackle. Got to keep the football moving here. We're going to get a 3rd and 2, and we might be able to pick this up on the ground. But coach can see that I'm gassed. He's going to pull me. 1st and 10 out of the backfield. I'm looking pretty open. I'm going to take this. Did not mean to spin. I do that sometimes. Oh, wait, is that halftime? Oh, that's a huge mistake. Kentucky could have easily got points if I did do that. That's my bad. After halftime, we started on the 9-yard line. This could be a big drive here. 91-yard drive if we can take it all the way home. We're going power roll once again. I like our blocks. I don't know if I should have cut that outside or not, but I don't hate it. 2nd and 7. I'm going to let our quarterback make a read here, and I'm just going to play blocker. Look at that double team. Look at that double team on the star edge rusher. It's a great block. And there it is again. Pistol wing, flex close, wide zone. This is such a good play. The other thing we can do here is we can flip this to this side. If our wide receivers give good blocks here, absolute daylight on this. And look at that. Look at those blocks. They're spectacular. Spectacular. A big juke. And that might be the first 20-plus yard rush of our career. I think it is. I don't think I got anything longer before that. It's a great run. I am a little winded. Coach has got the sub in. I'm back in shortly after. 2nd and 4. It's a little play action here. Not a ton open. Throws a contested catch. Now 3rd and 4. And I'm subbed out once again. Turnover Kentucky. Turnover Ohio. And we got an inside zone right here once again. Look at the blocks on that. Superb. I just can't get to that next level to try and juke, but still a 10-yard rush. Never going to complain about that. 1st and 10. Got a little wheel route here. It's a blitz up the middle. Great read by Vandegrift. That might be a touchdown. Did I just get a block in the back? Also, why am I number 25? I clearly made my number 3. How did I magically become 25? And why did I just now notice that? Guys, do you know when I say, for some reason, my brain just won't register jersey numbers? I just now realized I'm not number 3. I don't know why my brain does that. 1st and 10. We're going to go halfback base to the left. Decent blocks. I'm technically supposed to wait for my guard to pull there, but he came in way too slow. Single back inside zone, 2nd and 6. Oh, God, they're taking good angles. We fought forward, though. Making that 3rd and 1 is pretty big. I didn't look like it had even a chance. Halfback wham. When I tell you this was the greatest play in Madden 20, it was. This was the best play in Madden 20. It's been significantly nerfed since, as you can tell, since the Bobcats just stuffed us. Power back Matt Meeks would have ran straight through that shit. 20-3, a few more runs to burn out this clock. And that'll be all she wrote for the Bobcats. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at the blocking on this. A juke. Finally gets through. Let's go. Bronze tier sidestep lit up there for a little bit. So it's good to know that it's still got a little bit of juice. It may only be bronze tier. 2nd and 9. There's a little jet sweep action, and it gets the Bobcats so good. We might be able to punch in one more poverty touchdown here. It's kind of a bad sportsmanship touchdown, but we certainly can do it. 20-3. Great blocks. One more time. Oh, I shouldn't have tried. Why did I try that? I'm going to blow my kneecaps out. No, I'm not built like that yet. I am not built like this. Is not high school football, and I just got pulled. That's what I get. That could have easily been a touchdown if I did anything else. I deserve that. All right, 1st and 10, just for a little extra stat pad. I'm going to run wide zone to the right side for the final play of this game. And if I can get... Oh, my goodness, what a play if I get around him. 2nd and 14. I can't end on a TFL. Solid blocks, we get 6 yards, and that's all she wrote. Listen, Ohio may not be the best team, but Kentucky finally gets their first win of the season, our first start of the season, and let's check in on the stats for Matthew Sky. Player of the game was Brock Vandegrift, almost 200 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Vandegrift played a solid game. I like this guy so far already. Now, granted, this is one of the easiest teams we're ever going to play, but 20 carries, 127 yards, 6.3 average, a touchdown on the ground, no fumbles, and 3 broken tackles. We also tacked on 1 catch for 2 yards. I'm gonna intentionally get blocked by Audrey. I'm a menace to society and myself. It's best that she just blocks me now. Just get it over with, Audrey. Just do it already. Thank you, Audrey, for your sacrifice. The Ohio game was a massive kickstart for the Wildcats. We went on to win 5 straight games. Reporters wanted to know why we're doing so well. My classmates were hitting me up. I may have gotten blocked, but that was for her own good. Over my 5 starts, I've got 93 carries for an average of 4.5 yards per carry. I found the end zone 3 times. I've broken 16 tackles, and I've averaged 56 yards a game. Keep in mind, this is a little lower. It's counting those first 3 games where I never got a rep. But overall, it's been a solid start, and Week 10 is a big one. We've got a rivalry match against Tennessee, who's got a very similar record to us. However, they're ranked 15th in the nation. They've obviously got a lot of studs, and we got to be prepared. Now, that said, Matthew Sky has 9 skill points to spend. You gotta spend them wisely. Now, quickness is 12 skill points upgrade, but I'm already 92 speed, 93 excel. I don't think I need to hoard 12 skill points quite yet. I think elusiveness is gonna be so important. We're an elusive back. It's only 5 skill points to upgrade this one time. Let's see what this does to our stats. Honestly, a very negligible upgrade. That really didn't do too much. The big thing, oh, whoa, I take it back. Juke move went from 82 to 89. That's massive. And you know what else is mass? Why the fuck do you guys keep saying that? This is like the 2nd video I've asked about it. What is that? That is a big upgrade. What we really want is the highest juke tier so that I can break ankles on those juke moves. We went from 82 to 89. It's actually really good. And with that upgrade, we have access to silver tier sidestep. So I got 4 skill points left. I'll use 3 of them to get silver tier sidestep. So going into this Tennessee game, we've got silver tier sidestep, a ratings boost to elusiveness, and we're now a hard 80 overall. Tennessee seems to have regressed a little bit, which is actually really good. They're an 86 overall, we're an 84, giving us solid odds, and it'll be my first game in the all-white unis. Here we go, Neyland Stadium. I say this way too much, but Neyland Stadium is the coolest stadium I've ever watched a football game in, which is saying a lot. I've been to so many stadiums. But unfortunately for the Volunteers, I'm on the other side of the football now, so if I gotta wreak some havoc here, so be it. We've got a ratings boost. We've got an ability boost, but this is a completely different team than the Ohio Bobcats. And I think we're going to find that out the hard way. Stadium Pulse is rocking. 1st and 10. Let's go, Sky. No! Oh my God, my first fumble of the season on my first carry? That went for 10 yards. I told you, Tennessee's no joke. 2nd and inches, we're going toss left. And it's going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 3, Kentucky. 3 straight run plays here. I'm running away from James Pierce Jr. I am not running the football at James Pierce Jr. Get on him. Turn the corner. I'm too damn fast and a juke. Oh my goodness. Tennessee should have had that, and they know it. We turned that into an ugly 1st down, our first fumble of our career. But now on the 22, it's 1st and 10. We might be able to get a little touchdown here against Tennessee. Nice juke. 2nd and 1. No! Coach is pulling me. Coach! Coach, you know I want this tutty, right? Kentucky gets 7. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Somehow I'm cold. Must be because of my fumble. I'm still running the football well. I'm a little offended by that. 2nd and 16. Another stretch run. A solid stiff arm. We'll pick up 7 yards. I don't hate that. I'm glad we got the lead here on Tennessee, but gotta get a little more yards than this. Now, getting involved in the pass game can be really nice. Wait, I have the ball? That was a play action. I had no idea I had the ball. It must have been Stadium Pulse. I tried to switch to play and it didn't register. Wow. At the end of the first, it's 3-7. This is such a tough stadium to play in. I'm gonna run at James Spears Jr. The stretch has been good to us, and it still is. I'm glad we got vertical there. James Spears Jr. still made that tackle, but I'm glad we got vertical. All right, 2nd and 2. Let's put our team in a position to win this football game. Another first down. Beautiful work. RPO glance post, I don't like it. I think we should be passing here. I gotta give myself a route. 1st and 10, feed me. Beautiful throw. That's gorgeous. And get out of bounds. That's perfect. Uh-oh. Tennessee was able to score quickly after. It's 10-10. Coach loves this stretch play call. It's like the 3rd straight time he's called it. Great movement. Did you see that CPU sit on that juke? Oh my God, he read me like a book. That was nasty. Dude, he literally adapted to what I was doing. That was pretty cool. On 3rd and 1, coach is gonna let us come in here. I would love to stat pad. Pretty much anything here would be great. I'm gonna take this throw. I know that my team can't get a Hail Mary like that, but fuck them. We're dominating Tennessee in the run game, but Tennessee's got us in the passing game right now. Can't say I'm really shocked by that. Coach is calling inside zone, but you know what? Against this set, it's got a chance. It's gonna be ugly, but we got a chance here on 3rd and 7. Get to your blocks. Get to your blocks. Juke outside. I gotta start adding some new moves to the bag. 1st and 10. Uh-oh. 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 Oh my God. I mean, if that was a pass, then shouldn't that have been pass interference? James Spears Jr. just fucking leveled me in the middle of a throw. I just got pulled for an entire drive, but Kentucky scored. Yeah, Tennessee is the real deal, man. Freshman Matthew Sky not having the best game of his career right now. But hey, we're still very effective with the touches we're getting. 2nd and 1. This could be a game-winning drive here against Tennessee. Can we pull this off? Sky with a little burst. 1st and 10. Matthew Sky the 2nd. The orphan! Imagine losing to an orphan. Couldn't be me. 2nd and 7. Let's put this ball game away. Good cutback. Bad cutback. That D tackle's a monster. 3rd and 7. I'm coming out, but we're in scoring range. We can make this 20-17. But then we got to hold Tennessee. This is big. Wait, I'm in? Weird. 3rd and 7, I'm back in the football game. They want inside zone? I don't agree, coach. Although I don't know if it's switched. It's still inside zone. Fine. All right, coach. Get to the edge. Get vertical. I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough to power through that. 4th and 1 is huge. We're going to kick this field goal. I don't know. We should hit this. It's close. Tennessee marches down, scores a touchdown, and then they don't put me back in the game. I almost kind of agree with coach, though. I fumbled, and that fumble 6, whatever that was my fault. We lose a crucial rivalry game to the Tennessee Volunteers, and I think I'm to blame. That's a tough hit for the freshman, Matthew Sky. I certainly outplayed the running back, though. Dylan Sampson had 17 attempts for 33 yards. Matthew Sky, 16 for 97, 6 average, no touchdowns, a big fumble, and 5 broken tackles. Diamante Trayanum had 2.5. Still 9 carries though, like we're almost splitting reps here. Sadly, the Tennessee game was a sign of things to come. We may have dominated the Pandas, but week 13 was a loss to Texas, and we were given a pretty poverty bowl game, Snoop Dogg's Arizona Bowl against Toledo. But we did come out on top, 44-10. An 8-5 season for Kentucky where we really didn't compete against the good SEC opponents. But granted, my record as a starter was 8-2. So while Kentucky certainly underperformed, I think the future is bright for Matthew Sky II. Not to mention, as we enter the transfer portal here to decide if we're going to stay with Kentucky or jump ship, we've got 10 skill points to spend. We end our freshman season with 151 carries, 700 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 23 broken tackles, and 4.6 yards per carry. Certainly could have been a better season, but my goal was 4.4 yards per carry. We got right where we wanted. I think, considering we're a freshman, I'm pretty excited about this. And with those 10 skill points, I'm going to put my first upgrade into elusiveness, taking us to the 2nd highest possible. Let's see what this does for our stats. 97 agility, 96 change of direction, 91 juke is huge. 7 skill points will take us to 99 elusiveness and hopefully about 99 in all of those stats. That also takes us to an 84 overall, and with 3 more skill points, we can unlock one of my favorite abilities, Shifty. We need 95 change of direction for silver. We've got that, so we can upgrade that once we have the skill points. So a general overview of Matthew Sky, we're an 84 overall, huge elusiveness stats, 3 great abilities, and 360 Shifty and Sidestep silver tier. And that's the end of freshman year. The question, of course, is where are we headed? Kentucky would take me back as a starter once again. I obviously like how that sounds. I think Kentucky treated me well. However, within the SEC, it looks like LSU caught wind. I could go over to LSU, which is exactly where my adopted father finished his career and won a national championship. Another thing I can consider, I'm an 84 overall, but if I went to Alabama or Ohio State, I'd be deep on the depth chart. I could go to one of these programs and redshirt, get a ton of experience with a great program, and come back for my technical sophomore year. I will say, though, there's a lot of really good, potentially contender teams that would take me. I feel like that's a better route. Purdue wants me to start. That would be an interesting program to go to. Purdue has produced some really solid running backs over the years. I know that Iowa would hand me the football. The Iowa Hawkeyes might be really fun. The Cornhuskers are still interested, although they went 4-8 last season. Now that decision, of course, obviously can't be made right now. But we have so many good teams we could go to. The LSU Tigers, Iowa Hawkeyes, Nebraska Cornhuskers. We could go to Auburn or USC. We could start right now at Oregon. The Oregon Ducks, the 90 overall Oregon Ducks. It's going to be a big transfer portal decision, but one thing I know for Matthew Sky is wherever we go, it's going to be a big volume year. I missed my first 3 games at Kentucky. I was splitting reps with my backup. Sophomore season's not going to look like that. I expect to be a bell cow. I want 18 to 25 carries a game. I want a legitimate bowl game or even a playoff push. Realistically, we could double our carries this upcoming season. Freshman year for Matthew Sky II is in the books. I'll see you on the next episode where we'll transfer for our sophomore year and make our Ethiopian ancestors proud. I love you, gentlemen. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.